Hello and welcome. My name is Johannes and I am the host of this show. I am here today with Ananya Agrawal and we will be speaking about EdTech and the various related topics such as creativity and learning. So let me introduce you to Ananya, who is a computer science engineer and a new media designer by background. She started her explorations as an educator and built a low-cost makerspace in remote villages in the Himalayas, followed by working in one of India's innovation policy think tanks, and then as an NGO to understand challenges and opportunities at scale before registering an independent entity last year. Her organization, Dreamverse Learning Lab, is an education technology consulting space which focuses on designing conversational agents and games with a spotlight on life skills education. Hello and welcome, Ananya. Let me ask you,
Hello.
how are you today?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Thank you for inviting me.
Fantastic. Let me ask you the first question, which is, I want to ask you basically, what do you see as the biggest or some of the biggest challenges that are facing education these days? And also, how do you see that educational technology can solve some of these problems, if they can at all? Could you speak a bit on that?
Sure. I feel there are multiple things the education sector is struggling with, and there's no one technology or single intervention that can solve for it. It has to be a series of small interventions that are embedded into the system. But if I have to talk about two major challenges, one of them would be the lack of mentorship. Mentors, mentor communities, finding effective mentors, to student ratios has been an issue, and a lot of edtechs are working on it, but there are still a lot of gaps around the same, especially in terms of mentor learning and mentor support systems. The other piece that I would like to talk about is generally we assume that this needs to be learned and we deliver it. But what learning spaces need with emerging times is discovery-based learning, where the learner also brings to the table something, and it is complemented by what we provide, and not purely based on assumptions in terms of, okay, these are the popular trends or spaces, so let's introduce this, because it also kills a lot down on creativity in terms of exploring your surroundings, exploring areas nearby, understanding yourself and your limits and boundaries. So yeah, I think I would like to stress on that.
So how do you see that working together? How in your system, or do you have a system such as where learners and mentors work together, and how does that work? How much do the students bring, and what do they bring, and what does the mentor bring to the table? How do you see that divide working together?
Yeah, I feel there can be a lot of things that can be brought into the picture. I find particularly the use of Google Lens very interesting.
Today, we are announcing a new initiative called Google Lens. Google Lens is a set of vision-based computing capabilities that can understand what you're looking at and help you take action based on that information. We'll ship it first in Google Assistant and Photos, and it'll come to other products. So how does it work? So for example, if you run into something and you want to know what it is, say a flower, you can invoke Google Lens from your assistant, point your phone at it, and we can tell you what flower it is. It's great for someone like me with allergies. Or if you've ever been at a friend's place and you've crawled under a desk just to get the username and password from a Wi-Fi router, you can point your phone at it and we can automatically do the hard work for you. Or if you're walking in a street downtown and you see a set of restaurants across you, you can point your phone, because we know where you are and we have our knowledge graph and we know what you're looking at, we can give you the right information in a meaningful way. As you can see, we are beginning to understand images and videos. All of Google was built because we started understanding text and web pages. So the fact that computers can understand images and videos has profound implications for our core mission.
What I've seen certain technologies do is that they make you step out. So with the emergence of mixed reality mediums and everything, a lot of technologies and games are designed such that you step out of the house, you explore what is around you, you explore different trees, different plants, different leaves, how they're shaped, how many trees are there in your area, and then come back and maybe bring it to the classroom and say, okay, so this is what I discovered from my neighborhood. And other people will bring in something that they discovered from their neighborhood. And then it's put together, pieced into what is to be taught in the classroom structure. So maybe those kind of pieces. Maybe also things like just having a pre-test or a pre-inquiry session. So in a pre-inquiry session, what is popularly used by educators is this whole terminology of I wish and I wonder. So what do I wish to learn? What do I wonder about this topic before even starting the topic? So can those pieces be brought into the technology to guide the teacher in terms of, so this is how we'll navigate the topic based on the kind of wonderings that are there in my classroom. That's what I had in mind.
Interesting. So all the students get to wonder and to ask questions, and then the educator brings the whole classroom around these kind of wonderings and questions and, let's say, interests of the students. Is that how you see it? So the students express some interest, and then they're all together in one class, and they are learning based on what these interests are?
So it's also about interests and also about contexts. So sometimes you might have like a local resource, so especially if the teaching is happening in the online mode. Different learners will bring different resources to the table. Okay, like I mentioned, like in my neighborhood, these are the rocks that I find. In my neighborhood, there are no rocks or very different kinds of rocks and sand particles. So context also brings in a lot of discovery, a lot of diversity, which creates exchange in the classroom.
So are these classrooms physically are they physically based classrooms, or are these cloud-based classrooms?
So they can be both, because the focus on the technology bit is somewhere conversation. So if they are cloud-based classrooms, it would be the conversations would get much more diverse as compared to a physically based classroom. So both will have its advantages and disadvantages. So maybe like small physically based setups which are connected over cloud. So I mean, there are layers of learning that are happening maybe. So there is like something brought in the classroom, then collectively shared by the classroom to other classrooms. So a system like that can be interesting.
That is very interesting. So you're working on this kind of system. So you're designing that sort of system. Is that a correct way of reading it?
So I'm doing a small attempt at creating something like this, where we do have our local clusters. So we have local clusters with physically present facilitators. And so there is some training content that is delivered to them also, which is created and delivered by us in terms of how to initiate, how to start, how to do the icebreaker, how to facilitate. And then what happens over there in the setup is based on that session, a lot of questions, a lot of making, tinkering arises, and that gets shared over a larger setup. Over there, then there is this a whole exchange between villages that happens. So someone is sharing something they made out of banana fiber. The other person is sharing something they made out of the banana peel. Someone is sharing a shampoo made out of the fruit. We are all talking about the same tree and the same resource. So yeah, I mean, they're sharing their learning around the same topic. Maybe they're talking about acids and bases. So in acids and bases, maybe they're exploring it through hand dyeing. So dyeing as a craft is very, it has a lot of overlaps with this space of acid bases that we study in chemistry. So maybe they're exploring different kinds of dyes together to understand acids and bases. Or maybe it's as simple as a spelling challenge or a multiplication challenge where you have to like just tag the other person. How many pieces of problems can you like solve at a time? And you tag the other person and it goes that way. So yeah, I mean, just creating a chain, creating a community, a conversation around learning in, I think, yeah.
So
in a setup.
what role do you see there for technology in particular? Is there something specific about that, or is it just the internet that you're using to connect these communities, or is there more technology involved? And how do you involve technology? How do you what kind of risks do you see associated with that as well? And how do you carefully and put the technology to good use in this area?
So interestingly, the technology that we use does not use internet. So it's a IVRS or integrated voice response system that we are using personally. So it's based on a toll-free number. So basically you have to call on this number and you get connected to a series of content pieces. Also, this is interactive, even though it does not use internet. So in the same way that you would call a customer care service, you call on this number, you answer a few quizzes by pressing 1, 2, 3, or you press a certain number and you record your voice, which gets shared on the system. And then we cluster it together and share with the larger community. So the system that we are using is currently not using, it does not need internet for you to connect with it. Although on data tabulation, on just using OCR technology for understanding print-based submissions that we get clicked by the camera, those kind of pieces, we integrate pieces of technology. But we are in the process of designing chat-based system which will use internet, and over here what we want to integrate is, like I mentioned, a discovery-based system where you are given triggers where you need to step out of the house, you use the accelerator in your mobile, you use the camera in your mobile to capture data in your settings, to understand, say, acceleration and velocity and concepts like that, to use the flashlight and understand just light and sound. You send across these submissions, and maybe they are graded in their nature in terms of Bloom's taxonomy, starting with just is the concept clear, to how creative did you get with the concept.
So what is Bloom's taxonomy?
Yes, great question. Bloom's taxonomy is actually a classification system that really looks at different levels of learning. And it starts with the very lowest level, which is just memorizing information. Then after that is understanding, then applying, then analyzing, then evaluating, and then creating is at the top.
Okay, and that's increasing in terms of difficulty, I guess?
Absolutely. In terms of the mental processes that you need in order to be able to effect each one of those levels.
The larger vision is using multimodal technology for creative learning. But I think it will take lifelong to execute and deliver pieces of it, which makes me really interested in this space or sector personally. You mentioned the role of technology. So definitely I see two or three more most important roles of technology. One of them is just creating communities using technologies. So one thing technology has done, it's like really shortened the divide between spaces. So me sitting here in India is talking to you right now. That's technology, and us exchanging ideas. So those kind of community building around learning. So a lot of times what we see in terms of community building is in the entertainment spaces. So most technologies that are popular are in the entertainment spaces. But edutainment is also a very emerging field in itself, where education embedded into humor, storytelling, different kinds of learning, emotional learning, creative learning is being used. But still what you will majoritarily see on these entertainment platforms is these kind of concepts sort of popping up, which are mostly around just like just performance-based stuff. But education itself is also a very performative space or sector, although the content is not delivered in a certain way these days. But can that be done? How can it be made more interesting and more engaging for different people to make it the talk of the town? So collaboration is a piece where technology can really bring in a lot of things. And definitely the other piece is exploring spaces, because technology has so much potential, but the way we are using it, most learners are looking at their phones. So they're like in these bubbles of this, like, I don't know, 4-inch, 3-inch screen that they have. And they're not looking at the world through the screen. So one statement that I popularly say is mostly mobiles were tagged in terms of that they fit the world in your pocket, but the world cannot be fit in your pocket. Can it be made? Can the mobiles be made as a lens to see the world instead? So instead of fitting the world in your pocket, can you now take out the mobile and like look at it as a lens to see the world or rediscover the world? And how can those kinds
That's
of
really interesting.
experiences-
That kind of brings me to this follow-up questions that I have. What made you not choose the internet as a sort of base for this education? Because to me, the internet is in a way, or it was meant to be somewhat of a lens on the world, right? It of course got polluted, and maybe that's one reason. I don't know. I'm very curious as to why did you choose to use a phone number and a system like that instead of the internet?
Yeah, I think it's a very popular question that I get asked, especially given my background. And I've been taught web and app development very extensively, apart from other technologies. But what happened was, so I was exploring this whole space of learning, because the way I was taught in my design college, I found it very interesting. And I was like, okay, how can I bring this? How can I democratize it? How can design be embedded into school systems? It would make it very interesting, because it takes you away from this whole rote learning based model and takes you to a very project-based learning sort of a space. So I wanted to just explore this, and I wanted to explore this in a way so that people with minimal resources can also learn from it. So I thought if I start from top down in terms of the economic pyramid, it is not integrable. So for every layer, I have to design something new. But if I start from bottom up, it gets interesting, because if the bottom of the pyramid is sort of like their needs are met, you can always build on top of it and design for other people. And every person has the same potential regardless of their economic background. And that was like my firm belief. So when I was exploring where can I start with my interventions or just tinkering around this thought, I got an opportunity in a remote village in Arunachal Pradesh, which is in the Himalayas. So I stayed there for a year, and back then, now they still have a little bit more access to technology, but back then, back in 2018, I had to like really plan my data. So I got like 2 GB for the entire week maximum. I think all the teachers had to share that 2 GB for the entire week. I can't recall just now. And so imagine like all teachers sharing 2 GB for the entire week. So you had to plan your data. So if I had to record like a certain video or anything, I had to plan it accordingly. I had to step out, travel 3 hours to access decent data to, get that source and come back. A lot of times the phone network connectivity would be also really bad. And having stayed in such a space for a year, I found, I got hooked to this idea of understanding low tech more. And what happened, what just sort of extrapolated this whole thing was, once I came back, I was exploring this at a policy level, and then COVID happened. So during COVID, I'm just reading a lot of news about so many children dropping out. Even the house help that we have at home, their children had stopped going to school, and they were considering employing them at a very early age into like houses, because it will get them some money now that they weren't going to school. So they were at a risk of, leaving school for well and good, because if at an early age, once you start working, you won't go back to learning once things open up. So it was very important to maintain that, because their parents are not literate and they're still learning. So they'll be like, okay, and only later they'll realize the importance of learning and what it could have brought to them if they were just literate. So I was seeing this, reading this, and I was looking at them. Most of them had keypad phones. And so I did this experiment. I was like, okay, can I live with a keypad phone for a couple of months? So I ditched my smartphone for what they call it these days, dumb phones. Apparently a lot of teenagers these days are doing that, going back to keypad phones which can just make calls and text. So I tried that. I tried this thing called category called smart feature phones. So what smart feature phones are, they're very low cost smartphones which have certain access to internet. So Google Assistant and all runs very well on it. So you're still you still have like a keypad for typing. So typing is very cumbersome, but you can always speak. And also a lot of people are not literate, the people who use it. So voice technologies are really popular with them because they speak into it, type into it. And that research sort of led me to, oh, I've seen this technology. I've seen this technology in customer care agents. So I started looking at it. Okay, how do they function, customer care agents? Because they are automated. When I call them, they say, I'm connecting you to an agent. I'm connecting you to a human. So they do connect you to a human also on the other end. You do have conference call also. You have so many features just on the call. So how can these features be used to communicate learning? Because also I was looking at a lot of research in terms of precedences in what people are doing in facilitating learning to these remote areas. And a lot of that learning was very broadcast based, where I would deliver content, but there was no feedback loop. So those design of feedback loops was very necessary for any learning to actually be built in. So that's what that was also a factor, that any technology that I use, it should have a feedback loop in terms of me being able to listen to the user, in the user being able to ask questions, get feedback, me being able to get feedback too, in terms of how much they've learned. So yeah, I think that is what got me hooked to this technology. But I do realize it's not an emergent technology. It will die as in how the access to phones becomes better, because a lot of features get compromised. But still, what I feel is voice-based technology is still very popular. You have your Alexa, you have your Google Nest. So a lot of times I've seen literally people in urban areas just typing on the like reading out on the slides instead of typing. So these days I've seen these 19, 18-year-olds finding typing very cumbersome. So they say, I'd rather say it out and it will type it on its own. So in that sense, also voice technology is something definitely which is still emergent, even if the IVR is not so much.
So you were talking earlier also about Google Lens. How do you use that? How does that work with that technology that you're describing?
Yeah, so what we're prototyping is just a very simple application of Google Lens, where what our need was that how can we make our users discover their environment, rediscover their environment rather, in different ways. So if I have a mango tree or a banana tree or a particular stone or a particular fabric that I have accessible, can I understand different use cases for the same? Because we generally work around building creativity and creative learning technology. So we didn't want to recreate certain ideas because there are a lot of videos online which talk about how to make this into that and the other way around. For instance, how can I make a table out of old newspaper? So there are a lot of videos that you'll find, how can you make these things? But the idea is that can you think of those use cases? Can you discover those use cases? Can you understand what you have? Because a lot of times what happens is someone as an educator suggests an activity and you don't have the resources in your immediate environment, and maybe you don't even have the buying capacity for those resources. So at least in our context, a lot of times it happens that I don't have it and I don't have enough money to get this exact thing. But can I think of something else which can be used in its place to create things? So what do you have around you and what are the different use cases of that? So we've built it into a riddle. So we've built it into a small game or a riddle where you have to go around, discover things, come back with ideas and thoughts. So that's how we're using it. So you click, you see, and it suggests you different ideas, and you come back and talk more about it.
This sounds great. So you already have some traction with this. How many students are on your system, if you don't mind me asking? Also, how many educators or how many mentors do you have? And is this a live system, or is this still in the experimental stages?
Yeah, so the audio piece, the IVRS piece, has around 8,000 participants currently. And we have 1:25 ratio in terms of mentors mostly, And these mentors are more often than not people from the community, people who we pick from the community, and we train them onto certain things instead of we are slowly trying to build a community where we onboard certain experts who can support them with like very diverse questions around the topics. It's a live system. We had versions of it before, but I'm not counting those stats. This is the traction like in the last 6 months that I'm talking about, because the other versions looked very different from this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this is then a very fast growing system, right? Is that correct? So 8,000. This sounds like a lot of people already. Since you started recently, so you have a certain growth trajectory, like some kind of targets also in this area.
So we don't have an open system. What we tried to do was we tried to register 5,000 people, but somehow more than 8,000 people signed up. So that was like really promising, and even like the traction per content piece was also like pretty promising, with 2,000 to 3,000 people completing each and every episode that we have. It's a little closed system at this point, because there are a lot of complex things to figure out in terms of bringing in the quality that is desired. So, like, for instance, people have different access levels. Like I said, some people don't even have phones of their own. The phone is shared by the entire family. So we are also building something around print, and then something with like a OCR technology, so that we can capture data from print. And again, this layer of the chatbot thing. So it needs to be multimodal. So something that we are focusing on this year. Another thing that we are focusing on this year for the same community is that how can we bring in different expertise and skill sets in terms of certification. So now that people have discovered, okay, this is what they like doing, this is a community asset that they have, and things like that, can we bring in some experts to help them take their creative outputs to the market? Or so for that, we are again leveraging collaboration. We don't want to do it individually, because us figuring from scratch versus someone who's already done this before is like much more useful. So there are very complex pieces to this system that we are trying to curate. Again, data, every day we are experimenting with a lot of data metrics for our system to figure out how can we rightly say that the learning has happened, the behaviors, how are we nudging behaviors, are we not nudging behaviors, what is happening out there in terms of learning and growth. So this is why we didn't keep a growth trajectory in mind at present, or at least for the next 1 to 2 years. Yeah.
So great. This actually was a question I had for you. So how do you measure success, or how do you measure whether someone learns adequately or excels in the system? How do you know things are working or not working? And how do you know you have the right experts and so on? How do you measure these things?
Yes. So, so what we try to do is, so initially we were very confused in terms of how do we measure mindsets. So we tried pre and post assessments in terms of surveys. But it wasn't giving us accurate results, because sometimes what happens in these sort of tests is you answer questions that you feel are right. You may or may not be practicing the same thing. So what we started doing was we started doing focused qualitative surveys and also clustering them. So every response piece that we get, we tag it with a certain to a certain category. So we see what are the different emerging categories from our data. with the help of the system. So we target in a way, for instance, what are the interests that are emerging from the ground. So are more people into agri-tech, or are more people, for instance, into what else? For instance, lifestyle products, or are more people into making drones. So we track them based on those kind of things. What else are they saying? Or are people actually displaying a certain kind of a behavior in their response? Are people collaborative in terms of how they are responding to the content pieces? Are they sharing? Are they contributing? Again, another mindset piece that we need to tag continuously is habit forming. So when we design our activities, we always have this progress graph, and we see that did you try something? So there's this whole module just around trying new things. So over there, you have to talk about, did you try something new today? What did you try? So did you try something new today becomes like a quantitative metric, but what did you try becomes like a qualitative piece, just to see if they are just like ticking just like that, or did they actually try something new. And in that sense, it also builds reflection in the learner, that okay, this is something I tried, I've achieved something. And also innovation is not that difficult, it's just taking baby steps every day. So those kind of habit tracking metrics are there to measure your perseverance. Are you continuous with what you do? Are you like a last minute person in terms of what you do? So we've placed we are clustering and placing data in a certain way to do that. Again,
do you form? Sorry.
Sorry.
Do you form sort of hypotheses, I guess, as to what works and what may not work, and then do you have some ways to test it? So basically, how do you know that you're successful in achieving the sorts of things you want to achieve? And even what are those things? What are the things you want to achieve with this learning platform? Let's say, for example, compared to Khan Academy and so on. Let's say there are also other platforms out there. How do you compare against them? And what are the things that you want to really achieve? And what do you think is like the niche, or the sort of market niche, or the hole you're trying to fill with this? And how do you know that you're filling it?
So what our niche is somewhere trying to create a grassroots innovation network. So that's what we are trying to do. And for us, the most important aspect as of now is contributions. So more than a number of learners, what are the number of contributions that we are receiving? Because a lot of people might... so recall and contributions are two major things that we are targeting each day, every day. Because a lot of people might just call. A lot of people might call and leave the phone somewhere. You never know, because you have to assume for all kinds of use cases. But the way we place certain questions, so if you're able to answer the questions, we consider, okay, the recall has been built. They've already actually listened. So have you actually listened to the platform? How many people are actually listening to the platform on completing the stories or content pieces? How many people are then talking about the ways they use the concepts in their communities? So around more than 4,000 qualitative voice responses are there, where people are just talking about what they made and how they made it. So then we are able to say, okay, tinkering and making is happening in the community, but maybe product market fit is still not happening. So what do we do about it? So those are the ways that we are tapping. So what we try to do is, we don't try to rely on the numbers that we receive in terms of just participation. Just activation. I would say activation in the sense that, okay, these many people onboarded the platform, these many people heard our content pieces. We try not to get excited there. We try to see what is actually happening, what is the learning that is happening. and how is it happening? How can we say it's happening? What are the kinds of learnings that we want to look at? So currently, perseverance and communication and tinkering are three important things that we try to measure. And this will change with other data points, for instance, with time rather, because currently we just wanted to onboard people into the idea of tinkering and building things on their own. But later we want to build small businesses out of it. So eventually the metric then becomes that how many community leaders started their own businesses, how many of them, how are they doing in terms of money. So that becomes a very visionary metrics that we try to tap on. So currently there are very few of them who are slowly starting their businesses, but in another year or so's time we see more people starting their businesses using our content pieces.
That's great. I think that's a really interesting model that you have there. Let me also ask you a little bit about the newer technologies that are coming on board, such as, everybody's talking about ChatGPT and, now the new version of that, GPT-4, how that is used, for example, in Khan Academy uses that, and Duolingo is using that. And I feel that there's some sense of similarity between what you're building and Duolingo, as well as Khan Academy. Not exactly, because neither Duolingo nor Khan Academy, I think, strive to build businesses from that. But I think there's some educational aspect of that you might have in common.
Yeah.
Even the way that Duolingo measures the success of how well people learn new languages and so on. But also this GPT-4 thing. Let's target that for a second. Are you planning on using this at all? What do you think? Because you're working with chatbot kind of type of technology already, so this seems to be a natural next step.
So what I find interesting with design of why I prefer conversational technology as compared to app-based technology for learning is because it gives you a lot more freedom to just ask questions, ask and answer. So it's a conversation around learning that's going on, or learning and sharing that's going on, instead of like you pushing in your agenda into the learning pieces. Because also what we try to focus on a lot of times is life skills and not particularly very hardcore subject-based knowledge. The subject-based knowledge sort of embeds into it and not the other way around. So for us, what is primary is to have a space where people can ask something which is not very data heavy. So learning technology shouldn't be a mindless scrolling piece. It should be something which is very reflective, very intentional, very directed. So in that sense, I feel embedding something like ChatGPT into the conversational piece will help you. Ask a lot of questions and get their answers. So that's what it helps with currently. So over here, somewhere what we've seen is that it answers what you ask. So the technology will only retrieve how well you ask something. So a very interesting and important learning piece that you are simply learning at the current way that you're using it is how to ask right questions. So can that be learning that we are targeting in itself, and we ask you to ask as many creative questions as possible, and let's see what you retrieve out of it. So that is one very interesting space where this can be just like simply integrated, where you don't have to repeat factual information, where you can focus on other aspects of learning like critical thinking, creativity and all. Yeah.
I agree. I think that asking the right questions is one of the biggest challenges in general when you learn any skills, right? And then you'd have to evaluate that, right? So you'd have to see how people learn how to ask the right questions. So that would be that learning goal. Is that right? The learning goal would be
Yeah, yeah.
essentially to ask the right questions. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
I
So
love that.
that is the learning goal, which can be very easily embedded into this without compromising on any learning aspects. And then again, a lot of people, like you mentioned, like Khan Academy and all, they're also using it to just test recall. So the technology tests that have you recalled what you were trying to learn correctly. So can you clarify a question? Using that, and the technology can just measure it because it's something you are repeating and it's already stored in terms of data. So technology can place a check on it. So that's one of the ways. Then a lot of educators are also using it for generating just a lot of lesson plans or activities. So activity suggestions according to different learning styles, different learning interests. So can different suggestions can be given? Can it be differentiated or personalized for the instructor, for the learner by the instructor? So those kind of suggestions get curated using these technologies very well. So that can be a very possible use case as well.
Absolutely. Are you worried at all about plagiarism? This is something Noam Chomsky and others have brought up, that it can be used by the students to make up their, to avoid learning. And essentially, that's what Noam Chomsky says. I'm not sure that that's what people are going to do. In fact, I mean, even if ChatGPT gives you an answer, you will read it and maybe you'll learn something from it. But are you worried about this? Are you worried about that people might try to get around learning and scoring points while avoiding avoiding learning? Are you concerned about this at all?
So very interestingly, I heard a technologist once say that the technology only learns what you teach it. So essentially, technology is not the leader, the human is. Whatever the human is able to teach the technology will learn. So over and somewhere my focus or interest in our learning goal, the set of learning goals that I'm focused on, are a lot into just creativity, collaboration, communication, the 4 C's, critical thinking. So for me, it is actually just about how are you using the technology. Are you using it to repeat factual information? Are you using it to enhance creativity, like the examples I gave? So it really depends on what your learning goal is and how are you able to facilitate it through technology. So even if you're learning something very technical, like for instance perspective drawing, you can always integrate technology in terms of like creating perspective grids, for instance. Can you and understanding the whole idea of perspective a lot better. So can you, whenever you place the camera, can you open it in a perspective grid view, for instance, to understand the shifts in perspective has and how you see it. So it's actually enhancing your vision if you use it in a certain way. If you're just using it to recall or repeat test scores, that is a very different space for usage. But again, the design of questions, the content is all in your hands. I mean, a lot of EdTech players just say that the content is the key. The way you design the content is how the student will perceive it. And at the end of the day, we have to remember that it's we designing the technology and not the other way around. So I think I don't see it as a worry at all.
Yeah,
I just see it as something which is creating a space for educators to explore a lot more. And maybe the educators are not prepared in terms of how to explore it, which is causing this anxiety.
Well, because the thing is, what you were saying in the beginning was that technology only learns what humans teach them. That I agree with, but the human is what matters there, right? So if some professor or some engineer or some people at OpenAI say they teach the machine, right? Not necessarily the student then who is on the receiving end, and they can then use this stuff that the machine learned from these experts, from these designers of OpenAI. They can then avoid learning themselves those things that are already taught to the machine, right? So I think that's the concern, because the students are not teaching the machine, right? The students are now using the machine potentially, and maybe they'll use it to answer all the questions that you throw at them. In which case, you think that the students answered them, but maybe they didn't.
So I think that's happening to us a lot. For instance, our parents' generation, they remember mobile phones a lot, all the numbers, phone numbers from the directory, because they used to have a directory back then. Now we have it on the computer, and I don't know how many of these phone numbers would you remember. I don't think I'd remember more than 5. So I think that's a thing. And even with coding languages, for instance, coding was designed as a high level. Most of the coding languages are high level languages. So in that sense also, with every library that gets built, I think you just forget how was this exact, step-by-step process actually done? How did we make this loop? Because you have to just now embed that library and use that whole function and put it out there. So it does make life easy, and you do forget some things, but I think you will still want to and will need to go back to certain things as a learner. Time and again, if you want to actually break the boundaries of technology. So again, if you're just using technology to do what it can do, you might not be learning enough. But if you are using it to break the boundaries, so for instance, I don't need to write the image processing code from scratch because Google has done it for me. So I'm just using that library at this point. But what am I using it for? How am I designing the use case, and how am I exploring its boundaries is the matter that we are trying to talk about here. So I think again, when I want to understand it better, I would somewhere go back to, okay, this is what I had learned back in my classroom around image processing, and this is how it works, so this is what it's capable of. So I will look at it, but maybe I might not remember it to the extent I used to as a full-fledged coder when I wasn't using any libraries and coding it from scratch. So yeah, I feel that for breaking boundaries, understanding the basics would be important, and a learner will revisit it. And again, it will be on the professor to design the assignment in such a way that they're forced to think like that somewhere.
And that's a great answer to this question. I also think that this is kind of this idea that GPT-4 or ChatGPT will help us avoid learning that Noam Chomsky put out there. I've been thinking about this a lot, and I actually don't agree with him on this as well. I kind of tend to agree with you on this particular point, which is that you're using this technology to augment you to the next level, right? And you might not do some of the lower level functionings anymore because the machine got that now. But it's sort of like a calculator, right? It's not too different from using a calculator. What is the point of in your head of doing large multiplications in your head? It's not much of a point now that we have these calculators.
No, but you would still want to go back to, you would need to learn the basics of multiplication, even though you might not want to do it quickly on a high level all the time.
Right.
So the basics of multiplication will still be important for you to understand that. So that way I'm saying that the learner will need to revisit the concepts, but maybe the because our brain has a fixed sort of space in terms of accommodating data. So it has to let go of certain data and information to let new information come in. So I see it in that sense that you might not remember the details of things because you want new information to come in. And the information that the computer already remembers, you let the computer remember for some reason.
Mm-hmm. So how does this all connect? This is another question I had. There are different learning styles. Different people learn differently and so on. So this complicates the whole thing even further. In terms of metrics, in terms of how do you know that they're learning, right? You can't measure them all the same way, perhaps. You might have to make different types of measurements on this because people learn differently, and we know this. And how do you accommodate for these different learning styles? I know from your LinkedIn profile that you are concerned about these things, and you want to build a system that is sensitive to different types of learners. I know this from my own experience because I basically didn't go to school when I was a child because the moment I went to school, I was so different from the rest of the students. I was actually incompatible with the German educational system at the time. But we've learned from that. We've now realized that there are different types of learners and so on. Different school systems deal with this differently. Some of them really don't accommodate for this still. Some of them have learned and have gotten better in this respect. What do you do about this, and how do you think of this in terms of there being different people? How do you measure them differently? How do you work with them in different ways?
So I think over here is where I see a very important use case of technology, because as a facilitator, you are actually at much odds in terms of your time management if you try to engage every learner in terms of their learning styles and principles. So when you do it in a blended way with technology, you get a lot more mind space and time to give to each learner, because a lot of things get accommodated in the technology. So for instance, if you're exploring patterns, and someone is like a visual learner, someone is a kinesthetic learner, someone is like an auditory learner. Now you have made a set of exercises and embedded it into the technology that they discover and create things with. So someone is creating patterns in music, someone is exploring it in a cloth, someone is doing it through drawing, someone is doing it mathematically, or building stuff using this concept of patterns. And now you don't have to sit with each learner in terms of explaining maybe the basics of patterns. You get into the more deeper ideas of, okay, how are you doing it? And you can always suggest certain videos, for instance. So if someone is exploring music, you don't have to sit with them to explain them the audio editing platform. You can always guide them to a nice video which explores the audio editing platform. And you focus on the whole idea of how they are mixing patterns. Is it a 2-beat pattern, 3-beat pattern, in terms of the music that they are creating? So you get into those nuances without having to go into the technicalities of things. So it saves you time, and also in terms of just discovering different activities that you can give to explore the same concept. Technology can help you help an educator just open up their mind, and also like collaborate with different teachers from across to understand, okay, so this is what these are different ways to do it. Which of them do I want to bring to my classroom? Which do I want to plug into different different learners' systems? And also technology can learn with time in terms of the learner themselves and suggest them more such activities, which will again make the life easier for you. So if I see a learner who is not performing so well in a particular area, I can always sort of like plug in more exercises without having to, so I can easily see, okay, these set of learners, they need like an additional exercise to go through things. So a very interesting application of this is done by this organization called Guru. So they call themselves GPS for learning.
At Guru, we have built a GPS for learning that starts with the premise that you can't figure out a learning path for a learner if you don't know precisely where they are. Guru Navigator accurately locates the learner across many facets, including knowledge in various subjects, and then guides them to any learning destination, using the most optimal content, resources, and tools from any interoperable providers that include digital content and tools, offline tasks, or group activities like projects and presentations. This GPS for learning is being used by more than 7 million learners worldwide, over 3,000 schools, and over 65 collaborators, from pre-K to skills training and beyond. Imagine a world without GPS navigation, a world where the only way to get around was with a bunch of static bus tour maps that quickly become dated. This is similar to the foundation education is built on today, designed to follow linear paths that reflect subject matter expertise, but cannot take into account the learner's changing needs, circumstances, or goals. But what if we could empower the learning ecosystem by providing them a precise understanding of the learner, a map of the educational landscape, and research-backed paths to navigate that map? If the ecosystem could know the student's varying proficiency, their interests, their local contexts, their different learning abilities and preferences, and then be given a research-backed map of learning with all possible routes, then they could be empowered to provide personal GPS-like learning paths that significantly improve learning outcomes. And this is what we have done.
So they say that like you navigate roads during travel, you also have to navigate your learnings. And in terms of navigation, someone might be like a slow walker, someone might be overcritical, someone might be overexcited. And how do we balance out on those things? So like the overexcited learner would need like a bonus exercise, whereas someone who's struggling will also need certain simpler exercises to go through it. So if I just have like a bank that I can plug and play instead of like having to sit with each learner separately, and how can these metrics and grades be properly displayed on my dashboard as a teacher so that it's very accessible for me and I don't have to do it very manually. So yeah, I mean, those kind of applications are there in terms of technology that should be made more accessible to more classrooms, I feel.
And so then the other questions with respect to this different learners and so on, there's a cultural question as well, right? So what do you see? Do you have a lot of cultural diversity in your learners, and how do you see that playing a role? You know, what you described just now has mostly to do with sort of individual differences of being auditorial versus visual learner and so on, and kinesthetic learners. But what about cultural aspects, and how do they factor in families and so, you know, the surrounding, say, like the milieu in which someone is, you know, that changes the way they learn as well, right? And are you sensitive to that? Is your system sensitive to these cultural differences?
So what happens is I feel a lot more than the technology is also about the design of the content. For instance, since we are a blended model, we focus a lot on storytelling for engagement. So we have these characters and their personality, individual personalities and interests that are designed. They are in a certain way that they can cater to different learner interests and different learner behaviors as well. So someone might say that, okay, I don't think this is working out for me, or I don't know what this guy is teaching in the classroom. So this comes in a classroom, obviously. So we bring it into a script and we bring in responses for those kind of things by other learners or characters in our surroundings, or in terms of just stating certain examples. So storytelling works as an interesting way to build a conversation with learners for us without pinpointing and putting them in spotlight for certain behaviors. So normalizing their behaviors and understanding that this is like a norm. I mean, there are all kinds of people, and it's okay to have whatever learning style that you have. It's just a matter of discovering it, being conscious of it, reflecting on it, and growing through it. So that's one way. Second way is in a country like India, there is a lot of language diversity. We believe in being vernacular as much as possible. So language is a very important constraint that we try to bring into the way we put together information, be it print, be it voice, or video. And over there, I feel there are a lot of technology gaps as well. There are a lot of Indian technologists are working on in terms of just even OCR recognition in different languages or NLP in different languages. So I think, so that's a space where there is a lot of gaps and considerations, and we have to put a lot of times a human resource for moderation purposes in the technology to understand what's going on the ground. Apart from that, just the whole idea that we spoke about, the whole discovery-based piece, there are different resources in different cultural environments that are available. And we try to focus on reducing the costs as much as possible. So if you don't have a certain kind of a block available in your locality, can you use stones, for instance? Or what are the other kind of things that you can procure? Okay, bamboo is available. How can you use bamboo to learn a certain concept, explore a certain skill? Integrating different local assets is something that we try to keep in mind, again, when designing for content pieces. Different kinds of examples of other innovators, educators that we can give. So can there be from the region? Because if they're from a little too westward, they might not correlate with them. So they might find it very interesting. Okay, this guy did this, but they'd be like, okay, this happens in the West. This doesn't happen in our city. So this is not something we do. So those kind of things. How can you build a feeling of I can into the learners, that it's possible, I can do it. And this is not something someone else does somewhere else. So I think that those are some ways we try to talk about culture. And then again, we feel that cultural diversity is as important. So there needs to be cultural exchange. So maybe you are working with different types of mud or clay to build your pottery. But there is a commonality across, so there is a connecting thread. So can you still learn in terms of what kind of pieces to design, what kind of designs are popular in terms of trends? So how can you discover it in a very personalized manner time and again? How can different communities be built to talk about these things? So I wouldn't say we are doing all of it at this point, but we are building towards it.
So how do you use technology to facilitate cross-cultural exchange? And how do you think that it's done generally? For example, in the social media, I think they're getting this wrong in some ways, right? So Mark Zuckerberg is stating that they want that the mission of Facebook is to connect the world. But I feel that there is something that is not quite working out there. And are there some ideas that you have about how to create really fruitful cross-cultural exchange using technology?
I personally feel a lot of gap just comes in through language itself. And also how technology is mostly English. So that's like a popular, that's a norm. You need to know a certain language to explore a certain medium, which is also a reason for a lot of divide. Then again, it is somewhere normal for communities which correlate or are familiar to sort of knit together. That is human tendency. But there are certain algorithms across certain social media platforms which do keep in mind how to use hashtags better to, for instance, bring together different kinds of content, which need not, so you need not always create location-based communities. You can create interest-based communities. You can create, different support group-based communities. So if you want to talk about emotional learning, so you can, so what is the concept that you want to talk about, and where you're struggling, and can a community be created around that? Even in terms of learning, understanding emotional needs of a learner is very important. So can learners not feel isolated? Because a lot of times learners step out of school because they're not able to find their tribe. They feel they're different. Can communities be created to help them find the tribe? Because it's not that they're alone. They are different, but they are still people like them. How can finding your tribe be made easier, and also being sensitive to building just this compassion towards other cultures, cultural diversities. So a lot of people are, for instance, based on eating patterns, based on a lot of other things, there are a lot of differences created across communities as well that we've seen, because this is definitely an issue across, where we go across a very small community and there will be a neighboring community that they don't speak with because of certain differences that they feel. And how can such attributes be highlighted in terms of what brings people together, what brings people closer? So to establish love and connection across different cultures. So that also needs to happen. So although finding a tribe is as important, but that whole individualized notion also needs to be challenged in terms of, what are other behaviors, other norms? So for instance, currently a colleague of mine rather is exploring a game around media literacy. So what they're trying to explore is just, so this is a conversation we were having just today around how gossip is spread, and people were talking about, can we understand where it's spread from, and can we try to understand how people communicate and question it? So which is why I think this has been a consistent pattern across all my questions, where I talk about questioning. So how can more of questioning be brought into picture in terms of how even we are creating communities? Can we question our assumptions when we are trying to understand communities? I think it's much more complex, definitely, and I'm not saying the intent is in the wrong place. It's just a matter of iterating and understanding things well. Yeah.
Fantastic. So just as a last thing, could you tell my audience, our audience rather, what would you like them to sort of stick in the end of the time, in the end of the discussion, or would you like them to take away and think about after listening to this discussion?
I feel what you brought up in terms of communities or creating communities of learning, communities of exchange, cross-cultural communities of exchange, that is a very important aspect to take away, because it's as simple as complex as it sounds. So a very simple interventions can handle very complex issues, and then again, simple things are complex to create. So it's a huge interlink over there. But in general, if you keep it in mind to prioritize this in your in the way you design your platforms or communities as a audience, I feel if the intent is in the place, it will get there. But if you're not even thinking about it, that becomes problematic, where you're like, okay, my user is an individual, they have individual goals. But no, I mean, it's a natural tendency to be a social animal. I mean, that's how we define it in Homo Deus and all that. So, yeah, I mean, people are social beings, which is why they are so anxious all the time in this rising age of technology. So can we relook what we call as digital communities? And also, what importance does a personal connect or a physical presence play in the picture? Can we relook that as well? And where are we going wrong in terms of eliminating humans from our technology? So can we include humans in the design of technology, which is why I talk of blended, hybrid, and not tech only as a space. So I mean, because both have their own advantages and disadvantages. So can we put them together, and can we be more human in terms of how we look at those designs in general? Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah, I feel this very much as well, and this is a topic that I often speak about as well. Exactly this sort of human integration and into building technology. So last thing I would like to ask you, how could the listener stay in touch with your research, with your work, with what you're doing? How could they keep up with you? Where should they follow you? What kind of social media do you use?
Sure. So I'm not very active on social media in terms of posting. I'm trying to build that, but I'm definitely present and very easy to reach out both on LinkedIn and Instagram, if you can share those handles. So I do check my messages and things very often, but yeah, I'm building this slowly. I mean, this is another target for the year, that I'm building this consistency to just share, and trying to share something every week, 2 weeks. So let's see where that piece goes, but people can be free to reach out on message definitely.
This show is published Wednesdays at 2 a.m. on the West Coast, 5 a.m. on the East Coast, and 10 a.m. in London. Next week, I will be speaking with Anatola Araba, and we will be discussing art, the role of the artist, and technology.
Well, I think that the rise of technology is really transforming the landscape of art, storytelling, journalism, and activism. But the most exciting thing for me is how it's placing imagination and ideas at the forefront, because I believe that imagination is the greatest tool of humanity.